small talk.
My 11 herbs and spices.
11 herbs and spices.
When I'm done with
welcome,
you, you'll be
everybody.
finger licking good.
Welcome
It's
to
alive.
our insane conversation. Oh my gosh. We were just having a little fun talking behind the scenes, getting some much needed interaction in before we jump into our game here tonight. But welcome. Tonight we are playing Shattered Dawn, an indie tabletop RPG created by Shattered Tabletop Games. You can find that online and at DriveThru RPG. So make sure to get over there, check it out, get your own starter kit, and you and your friends can play our silly little game too. Before we dive into tonight's game and pick up where our intrepid heroes last left off, we have a few minor announcements to make. So first, I'm going to pass the announcements over to Juniper to talk about another channel and another show that's super awesome and super great. So Juniper, take it away.
That's me. I'm Juniper. I play in a game on Saturdays over on D&D Denial's channel called the Moonstone Matriarchy, which is an all-women D&D 5e actual play where shenanigans. At the moment, we are currently one of our players is currently deciding whether or not she is going to marry an archfey who is kind of holding this godstone above our heads. We need the godstone to prevent the end of the world, but in order to get the godstone, she has to marry him. So yes, we have dramas going on at the moment. Yes, we're also being pursued by 2 hags that we failed to kill out of a coven of hags. So yeah, there's a lot going on for our little group at the moment. So in a couple of weeks, when our people come back from Gen Con, come watch us on Saturdays. It's a lot of fun.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for that. And I hope that everybody checks it out, gives D and Denial a little follow so you can tell when the shows go live. Moonstone Matriarchy is one of my more favorite shows. It's definitely an interesting watch, that's for sure. Next on our docket of announcements, we have a new Arc Master in the ranks, a lovely persona named Mike, who will be leading us in the most chaos-infested, sanity-altering game of Call of Cthulhu. So, Mike, take the announcements away and tell us a little bit about your game.
Okay, guys. So if you really enjoy cosmic horror, if you really, really enjoy the Old West, and if you really enjoy Juniper, then you will absolutely love because you're in the game. You absolutely love Call of Cthulhu, Down Darker Trails, Shadows over Tombstone. It's the new game being premiered here on Shattered Tabletop Games this Friday at 8 o'clock. Yes, that's right. Anyway, it's really awesome. A lot of great people playing. Ray will actually get the player this time. I am incredibly looking forward to it. There's a lot of fun that's going to happen, and I'm really hoping to scare the crap out of everybody. So
I'm already scared.
I'm
already terrified. Yeah, exactly. Like this will be fun. A lot of fun, I'm sure. And it is fun to actually get to be a player this time, and it's kind of that trope where the DM that finally gets to play creates just a hot mess of a character that's just unhinged. So it's gonna be a good time. Can't wait for that. It's gonna be sweet. I think that kind of wraps up our announcements for right this moment. So we are going to roll our intro video, and then we're gonna jump right into this game. So we'll see you all in about 1 minute and 3 seconds. Okay, we'll be right back. What a good intro. I like to pretend that I leave Dahara in there just to mess with Dahlia and Tofu, but
Oh,
I'm
it
just-
definitely did.
I'm just too lazy to take him out of there. That's all it is. Let's be real. So jumping into things here with our show, our group in the last episode had made their way up the mountainside looking for one of the pieces to the staff or rod of law that Celeste was piecing together. They found a massive archway which they used to escape the encroaching darkness that is Lamkai, that is swallowing up the countryside and turning people and creatures and plants into terrifying flesh-eating monsters. Celeste was able to open the archway and teleport the group and a few of the survivors to a place called the Aura, which is loosely translated to the Ways. Basically, it's a interdimensional pocket of space in which it kind of branches off to all the major cities. So we are going to pick up with the group and the giant danger noodle that they brought with them in the Ways.
Thankfully, it's a dead danger noodle.
It is-
I'm pretty sure it's dead. Yeah.
Oh.
Hello?
Be
Uh-oh.
going against you there, Dahlia.
How about now?
Working good.
Much better.
Okay.
That's better.
So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask Seamus to help me chop up the danger noodle.
My one hand is only a spork right now.
Yeah, kind of sorry about that. I had no other choice but to chop his hand off.
Well,
I am
then
going to
I'm
shoot
going
back
to
for
make
that.
Chosen to do all the hard, dirty work. Then, since
So you're saying
I
you
was-
need a master of the blade. I understand.
I will pump a minor heal into Seamus to see if that helps his arm regenerate faster.
It's currently instead of like it's
A little baby arm.
It's
yeah, it's like
it's like here gone, and it's like the little sport can is like right about here. So
Oh.
yeah, it's not. It's not ideal, but
Not like an inside-out rubber glove slowly re-inflating, like peeling out
Kinda.
from the inside.
Oh, no.
Gosh.
oh no.
Save that for the Cthulhu game.
Yeah,
let's not fan art that.
yeah, no, yeah. Let's
That's
head
our
on
first
over to
record.
Fiber. So I'll say that when you cast the healing spell, it does in fact speed up the growth process. Unfortunately, it is not without a little bit of discomfort and audible snapping and popping of tendons and bone as they rapidly grow.
No.
Okay.
So
Ugh.
sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. It at least it's back to normal. Oh man, that hurt.
It's like a much lighter color than the rest of your body since it's so brand new. It, like hasn't been touched by the sun yet.
I'm already so pale, but this one's even paler. Thank you, Celeste.
That's
I'm okay. I can handle an incredible amount of pain.
Handle.
That you should have to, though.
You want to talk about what happened back there?
What do we do with your other hand?
Shut up. No, I'm just kidding.
Like, I mean, now would be the best time if you ever wanted to have an ethical answer to what does people taste like.
Oh.
We
Seamus
don't
does
throw away
contemplate it for a
leftovers.
second. Seamus does contemplate it for a second. I think it might be against my religion to eat my own hand.
No, I gotta hand it to you.
Oh,
I don't
Just
understand.
Literally handing you your hand. Like, I mean, do with it what you want. You could maybe turn it into some sort of party favor or one of those grabbers on a stick.
It sounds
No.
like you have a good idea of what to do with it. How about you keep it? It seems like
Okay, has anyone seen a stick?
it's a gift. You technically won it in battle anyway.
I got a new back scratcher.
Okay. How did you come up
Okay,
with such...
watching all of the whole hand gun and stuff like that, Dahlia's super fascinated. But she's like, okay, we've got to figure what's going on around us right now.
Oh yeah, where are we? Does anybody know?
yeah, what's around us right now?
Does anybody know? No. So it kind of echoes as you look around and see that it's kind of this large, flat, like almost two-dimensional kind of layout. Looking over the edge of the nearby, like, because you're on a hallway, looking over the edge, you just see nothing. Just a pit with no bottom. Straight ahead of you is kind of like a larger platform in which the commoners have all kind of gathered, and they're kind of chopping up this danger noodle ice snake thing. They're getting all the good meat off of it and whatnot. And there's a few hallways that branch off from that to other areas of this what appears can only be described as ruins. The stone is mostly broken and just not well kept. But one thing that all of you who have seen this before, so that'll be Seamus, Dahlia, and Celeste. You notice that the floor of this place is made of that same stone that the archways were made of, and the gyroscope that was imprisoning Lamkai.
Celeste, does this seem familiar to you?
The stone does, but I don't know where we are. I get the feeling though that we might be in a place between places. Are there archways around us, like, or is it just?
You don't. The only archway you see at this moment is the one you just came through.
Okay.
Are we at least all here?
Everybody but well, I'll say Ava is there, but being abnormally quiet.
Okay.
I mean, there was a lot to take in, really. Don't blame her.
Drama.
Yeah.
Is it okay to talk about it yet, or do we need to wait?
Is Dahlia here?
That would depend. How much meat do I get off the danger noodle, Ray?
Whether
Well,
depends on how much.
We could have an emotionally intelligent conversation if she gets enough meat.
yes. If anybody has ever watched Delicious in Dungeon, you know this to be true. So, chat, I'm going to need a D100 roll from you, and that is accomplished by typing exclamation point D100.
The
Hi.
symbol, not the word exclamation point.
Oh boy.
Exclamation.
And while we wait for that to come up, because whatever chat rolls is
So
going to
close.
be just one letter off. Oh goodness.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Damn, what a roll.
Nice.
That's amazing. So you get 100 pounds of danger noodle.
You
Thanks,
got all of the
Tiffany.
meat the snake ever had.
I
Yes.
knew we were friends for a reason.
Like,
So since I'm getting so much of this, I'm like stuffing as much as I can into my pack. Um, with the intention of making several dishes. And as I'm going, I can't remember the two that helped Celeste pull the potency earlier. Did they make it through the portal?
yes,
Okay, because I know we lost one. There was
Yeah.
3 of them, I think.
there was.
So,
The old woman did not make it.
right. And
Wish
then
me no.
wasn't one other that didn't make it? Yeah, one other didn't make it. So we should also check on them. So Dahlia is going to be like, looking around, checking, like, are you okay?
Your eyes still burning, or
How are you feeling? You feel a little like still?
A little still. So they look pretty traumatized. Actually, they don't say a word. You can still see like the char around the eyes. But they seem to be okay. Like they look at you, so obviously they can still see.
I see Dahlia checking in on them, and I also go and pump a minor heal into both of them as well, even just to attempt to relieve some of the damage that's been done.
So I will say, just for like a point of interest kind of thing, when you heal them, their health does return, but it does not repair their eyes.
I'm so sorry.
And then also Dahlia is gonna check on Seamus. Seamus, you okay? Because you almost also went.
I felt weird, but Seamus takes a step back to like he's get a safe distance right here from anybody else. He pulls his axe off the back with the new arm, starts swinging it around to make sure the arm's strong enough to handle everything.
this here's a fighting hand.
He's just flipping the axe around. Everything seems to be okay. So, but I felt connected to everything when Celeste was holding on to me.
And then I'll check
Weird.
with Celeste. Like, Celeste, do you need any time to recharge or anything like that? Do we need to like set up camp and cook a few things? But
I'm okay. Are we safe here though? Is the question? It might be good to take a moment, but somewhere we're safe. I don't know if we're safe here.
Let's figure out our bearings and try to find shelter.
All I know is beyond, I've heard of places like this in legends in the ancient scrolls. So if you see any tiny zombie creatures, the Flood, just let me know and I'll take care of it.
The Flood.
Right.
Okay. Is there only one path forward here? Like, there's not really anywhere to explore, is there? Except up the hall, up the flat hallway area kind of thing.
Correct. So from the main platform that everybody was kind of looting, let's call it looting the danger noodle. From there, There is 3 hallways that lead further into the ruins, left, right, and straight ahead.
Okay.
Ooh. Don't know if this actually applies to this, but just in case, does the wilderness checks, does that help with any kind of direction sense, or is it just simply when you're in the woods or in the mountains or whatever, you can find your way through it?
Yeah, that's more like when you're out in the wilds.
Okay.
Well,
I got
I
nothing.
don't have anything.
Well,
I mean, do we need recon possums? Is that what I'm hearing?
couldn't
Yeah.
hurt.
Recon possum sounds good. Yeah.
All right.
Can
Terrence,
anybody
Philip, Don,
make
and Cheetle. Boys, I need you to go exploring.
The finger puppets. we need possum music every time the possums have to come out, like
Yeah.
a piano doing that. I'm not good with instruments.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to find some music to make that happen. Because the possums like walking across the screen is hilarious.
Just skitter.
So
Sorry.
you send out your possum posse to go do some recon. They're gone for a little bit, and then they come back. And they just kind of like wander around.
Does anybody have any light?
Like fire or just...
Anything that makes light? My axe does fire damage, but I don't think I can just light it on fire and look at things.
I mean, I can make lightning, but same thing. What is the lighting situation like in here? Is the area lit enough?
So there does seem to be like some sort of soft glow, but it doesn't seem to have any kind of origin. It's just like oddly lit in here. Very dim, but it's still enough that you'd be able to kind of make your way around without falling into the abyss.
All the people that Livy helped pull through, are they still here with us, or did they start separating and going off on their own?
They're all still sitting around the danger noodle trying to get some food and rest. They don't care if it's safe or not.
I'm gonna go around asking everyone if anybody has a light or like some kind of like torch or something.
Is there anything kind of debris or anything laying around that I might be able to makeshift a torch out of?
Above
I mean,
the table, you
technically-
could light a possum on fire.
I was going to say, technically a possum, but I wouldn't recommend it. They kind of screamed something fierce when that one lit ablaze.
Just out of curiosity, if like hypothetically speaking, if we were to do something like that, would it just be like the possum goes away, but then you can also summon it right back?
When it dies, I could have it return. I could summon them fresh. It's just, more of an ethical concern.
So it's like that particular one dies, and then you just summon a brand new one.
I'm not sure. They've always responded to the same name, so I just either we have no real connection or they are the same possums. It could be either way.
Do they look the same?
They're possums.
They're possum.
I tear off a little strip of my tunic and I tie a little bow around one of the possum's necks. So, well, I mean, next, if you resummon this possum, we can see if it comes back with the bow around its neck.
So you're saying just go ahead and kill one just for fun?
No,
I
that's,
can do it.
I mean, if I got where's my sword?
I pick up the possum and I'm like holding the possum away from you.
Listen, if you want to do science, we can just do science.
Okay, all right. Not that kind of science. Before you do science, there are ethical considerations that must be passed. This is not ethical.
This was your idea.
Oh gosh.
Was it?
Yeah.
Hey, you just aren't you able to just send them back to, I don't know, Possum World?
Oh,
The magical land, Possum World.
It's like an amusement park for
Super
possums.
World
World's
trash.
best
so much to do with Possum Land.
Where do they come from?
I
I feel like I've asked this question.
I couldn't tell you where actual possums come from either.
North America. But in this world, I have no idea.
I thought they came from Lake Possum.
Oh yeah, there was like possum there.
I'm just petting this possum.
Oh,
It's like
Just whispering in its ear. This poor possum probably hates it.
That's Terrence. He's the shy one. He's a little
Are you-
scared.
I thought you couldn't tell them apart.
I mean, he's the shy one.
Okay,
Unless-
so they have distinct personalities, so you can tell them apart.
Oh.
That one over there looks like it's shy too. Like, how can you?
I don't know. Every time we try and depict the possums in any sort of media, there's only 3 of them. Look.
And you're telling me
I'm
that
holding
one,
Terrence.
that one
Didn't
right
you
there
summon
is
four?
not shy?
Yeah, I summoned 4, so clearly one of them is shy.
Well, one of them's in Celeste's arms anyway, with a piece of cloth around.
That's what I said. That's what I said. He's the one that never shows up, so that must be Terrence.
Oh yeah, you got one. Fun fact for the audience: the possum is the only marsupial in North America. Not to be
Interesting.
confused with the kangaroo from Australia.
I guess we have a monopoly
As
on
you were.
marsupials down here.
You guys have a monopoly on a lot of.
So where were we on lighting this possum on fire? Is that still happening or no?
No,
We are
no,
in
no
the
possum
end.
lighting on fire. I'm gonna grab Dawn and hold on to Dawn.
How do you
Ooh,
know
wait.
which one is Dawn?
we're gonna have a possum lighting. It's like a tree lighting, but worse.
Dawn's the one that cuddled me whenever I was feeling upset.
So
We were talking about the same.
I have a non-possum murder. I have a non-possum murdering idea, unless it's the wrong crowd. I mean, he said light it on fire, and she said stab it. So you know.
I did
I
not
was
say
gonna
later.
say there are no bad ideas, but injuring possums is probably a bad idea. So what's your idea?
Who said there's no bad ideas? There's so many bad ideas.
I mean, I think you're
Didn't
right.
we just collect?
Right.
Wouldn't that snake have fat on it?
Oh,
those?
that is a good idea.
Can't we just light that on fire
And do
in
what
some
with
sort
it?
of, in like a container? Anyone have like a big glass
Are
jar?
we trying to start a fire? I have like kindling for my
Stop
tea.
the fire.
Oh yeah,
there
you
go.
were kind of zoned off in the corner there for a second.
I was not paying attention.
We're trying to find a way to make torches of some sort, and
Well,
he suggested possum fires, and then it became, if we tie a ribbon to this one and kill it, will it come back with the ribbon? And
That was not what I.
Some
I give up.
fabric
That's
and
not
fat,
out, but
and
it
then
wasn't where we're going.
dip your torch in my little tea fire. Also, here's some tea.
I love it.
The prop game is.
So real.
we're very invested this season.
I have.
Is that
Forget my
is that a
probable
tea
lack of
version of
props
like
here.
a fireball?
Oh my gosh.
That's so cute. I love
That's
it.
so cute.
Anyway,
So many things are happening.
just, I have my little fire bowl. Here you go. A little bowl of fire. Not
The
very
ball of
big.
fire.
This whole show is like ADHD set to music.
It's like kids on bikes in medieval
Ball of
times.
fire.
Oh my goodness. So Seamus, you're looking around, and in this immediate area, you do not find anything worthwhile to make a torch out of.
There has to be something wooden around here.
Did we bring any of the wagons into the portal? I'm trying to remember. If the
I don't
wagons.
believe so. I
I'm
think it was
willing
just
to
No,
run.
we just all kind of ducked in.
Mm.
I'll take a hold of Livy's bowl of fire and
It's like tiny though. It's not very big.
I'm gonna,
Oh,
that's okay.
it'll help.
I'm gonna like stick my arm. Oh God, I hope I don't regret this. I'm gonna stick my arm out into the middle one and kind of like stick, like not step too far into it and see if I can see anything, like
Oh.
tracks and stuff.
You're talking about the corridor.
Yes, middle
All
corridor.
right.
Even
No idea
possible.
what you were talking about first.
Just stick my hand into the
I thought it was into the snake or into the danger noodle, whatever we're calling it. I thought she was like going arm length into the danger
Yeah,
noodle,
like-
pulling out like fat or something,
Oh.
and just going, "Plah!" I'm just gonna throw that down in the fire bowl, and
What is happening with the energy of this fucking game today? I swear to God.
No,
no idea.
You know what?
It-
Yes,
it's-
that's
it was
what I'm
that
gonna
chat.
do. I'm gonna take a chunk of the noodle. I'm gonna take a chunk of the noodle that's like not been, that nobody wants, like a bone
The
or
crystal
something,
that
and I'm
part.
gonna throw it down the middle corridor.
Okay.
Please roll.
Are you lighting it on fire first?
You throw.
No, I'm
Please
not
roll to
lighting it
burn
'cause
the
I'm trying
corridor.
to see if like
Yeah.
if we can hear any traps first, because I don't know
well,
if
smart.
this bone is. I don't want to light this on fire while I'm holding it.
See, that's what I thought you were doing, like lighting it and then chucking it, so then we could see.
happening.
But
No, I'm-
then I was
I'm
hoping Ray
holding
would make you.
Libby's little tiny little bowl of fire. Like I'm trying to see if I can see.
Mm.
Nailed it.
So you throw the noodle bone down the middle corridor, and it clacks and bounces down and does not activate any traps.
Well,
Seamus.
that rules out bone-based traps, but not meat-based.
Seamus realizes there's bone on the snake and goes over and chops off a piece.
Of bone?
Yes. And I dip the end. I like roll it all up into the fire
Ah.
or into the,
Now
into
that-
the fat.
That makes
and
a,
then I
that makes a
stick
lot
the-
more sense.
I stick the tip of it then into the fire so that just burns the fat at the top.
There you
It took-
go. You have a
It
torch.
took us 37 minutes to figure out how to make a torch.
3324, man.
I was
come
about
on.
to say, yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't even looking at the actual. I was just like improving a ridiculous amount of time that the
I was
conversation
setting
took.
up Celeste
no.
to have a really awesome soliloquy before we decided to start doing all kinds of chaotic things.
Oh no, I ain't
I was
poo-pooing
like,
on
let's
that.
talk about the really difficult thing that just happened right now.
Nope.
No,
Chaos
I
priority.
I literally just meant that, and the idea that we literally just that one conversation now took like
Oh, yes.
an hour.
No, that's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair.
So what if we throw the bone?
right.
So this
Oh, yeah,
bone,
yeah.
how dense is it?
Mm.
What
Oh,
kind
it's
of color does it have? Is it
What is the wingspan?
is it porous?
All right.
So all right, so here we are. We have the bone torch. We have a
Oh,
piece of danger noodle thrown down the middle corridor. We have 4 possums. We have a Celeste. We have a Liv. We have Tofu, I guess. Dahlia.
Oh
Dang
yeah.
it. Sorry. Sorry.
I mean, Tofu's a character in herself.
I mean, that's right.
Wait, Dahlia, I didn't
Sure.
realize. I realized a little too late. You were throwing that bone to find traps, right?
Yes.
That's what the possum are for.
No.
You just send them along, and sometimes they get skewered or lit on fire, or fall down a ravine.
Wait, aren't
You get a lightning
possums
trap.
nocturnal? Can't they see in the dark?
Yeah.
So why were you worried about torches? It's in the possum.
No, that's for
Talk
us.
to them.
Okay. That's
Yeah, but they can
that's
tell
fair.
you like what's there, right?
Can
They
we
can
talk
see.
to them though?
Oh,
Like,
you
Can
can't.
you talk
they-
to your possums? Did I
Mm.
imagine you talking to your possums?
I mean, they could
Maybe.
probably see down the corridor, but they might not actually see traps until it's triggered.
Yeah, but if they're
Like they
working
don't have any formal training in, pressure plates and stuff.
Are they good at infiltration?
I have been trying to
Metal
speak
Gear
to the
Possum.
but it's just
Possum
been
Team
hissing
7.
back at me, so I don't know if they understand language per se.
You have to. Oh wait. Does this is also possibly a dumb question, but does wilderness give me like not like full on communication with an animal, but can they like? Is there like a primal base understanding of each other? All
Yep.
right.
Ask them if they fear death.
Celeste, would you come here with the possum you have with the cool bow around it that you had to ruin your pretty dress over? I'm sorry. That's really cool though.
It's no problem. It looks good with the ripped edge anyway. And I'll walk over to Seamus and like the possum's facing backwards over my shoulder, so I'll stick its face
Okay.
towards Seamus.
Okay.
I'm
Okay,
looking
Terrence,
at-
you're kind of milking it there.
Keep in mind, Celeste is 4'9", so this possum is like
Yeah,
very small.
It's most of you.
Yeah.
I'm seeing what my
It's
bonuses
kind
are.
of like
Like that.
what do they call that
okay.
what's it called when a dog smile, like a sardonic, is that it, sardonic
Yeah.
smile, where
Yeah.
it's not a real smile? This thing's like cheesing it up.
Okay, so I got 100, and I get a
Hey.
plus 15 to
Woo.
wilderness.
You now
Okay.
speak possum.
So
Damn.
I just
Yeah.
kind of, I just look at
Possum says,
which
"What home,
one?
dear sir?"
Which
That's,
one?
that's
do you have?
Terrence.
It's Terrence.
Tells you his name
Terrence,
is David.
do you guys fear death?
It's just like it kind of hisses and then like
Mm,
chitters a little bit. So it's like Crunk when he's talking to the squirrel.
yeah, I get
And
you.
you definitely get a sense that they don't fear death, but they don't like it.
But they're very much warrior
Yes,
sense. Like they're
because
not.
they know
they're
they
not
can come back.
running for it, but they're like, we'll be fine.
Yes,
But
it still hurts.
very good. So are you and your kin able to walk down these corridors for us and check to see if like essentially which way would be the right way to go to try to get out of this labyrinth and into some sort of outside environment?
Outside environment.
What was that?
Seamus
No,
isn't
don't-
good with words.
Don't ask him if he has snacks. He's busy.
It
Danger Noodle.
it points its tail towards the left corridor, and then it points its tail towards the right corridor, and then the one straight ahead.
Hmm.
Okay.
That's useful.
Is that your plan of action?
So they had already been sent on recon,
Okay.
and they had returned, but nobody asked them what they found. So
Huh.
Oh, okay. So
I mean, them returning alive is usually pretty good information.
yeah,
which way do you think would be the best way then, from your
Perspective.
yes,
Prospect.
from your perspective?
Perspective.
it points to the right corridor.
Terrence, I thank you. I'm assuming there's a very large noodle right here, so I'm just grabbing a handful of whatever's in there. I pull it out and I hand it to Terrence. Share this with your teammates, and thank you for the good work, my friends.
Do possums
It's-
eat meat? Wow,
Yeah.
I didn't know
Possums
that.
will eat anything. Oh, actually, in real life, yeah, they'll eat bugs and like small animals and stuff.
They're omnivores.
okay.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, they're omnivores.
Learn something every
So
day.
it starts nomming this like danger noodle chunk on Celeste's shoulder.
Yeah.
And, obviously not well. It's just kind of dropping stuff everywhere. Like,
Oh,
Terrence,
it's
do me a favor. Don't. She actually really likes you. Don't. Do anything uncouth to Celeste, because I will have to kill you then.
Well,
I'm like,
Dahlia is
Fucking
impatient,
no.
so she's going to grab a hold of Don's
Okay.
paw, and we're going to start marching down the right corridor.
Yes. So Terrence tells me that when they were doing the recon, the right corridor is the correct one to go. So if we can get everybody to get up, let's go over here. We're gonna try to figure out some form of
I'm already walking down the corridor.
find some shelter.
Bye!
Okay.
Bye. I'm talking behind over my shoulder.
I
Yeah,
guess
you
if,
have it.
Okay.
are we
I guess
bringing
if Dawn
wait. Are you,
if Dawn reappears, we know Dahlia's in danger.
does Dahlia have my tiny bowl of fire?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, she does.
My fire!
Are we bringing the villagers with us? Is this,
I
we're all going this way?
think we're all going this way.
The villagers live here now.
Are they coming with us, or are they
Follow
just
me.
like sitting there?
No, they'll follow behind you.
Okay.
Follow the
Um,
Louisa linkage.
I'll
So
follow Dahlia because she has my little bowl of fire.
You see,
it's the only thing keeping me warm. Yeah. Come back with my fire. I'll go to sleep if I get cold.
Chugging the tea right out of the kettle. Just running after her.
Warm.
Proceeding down the left corridor, or down the right corridor, it's actually the shortest of all of them. You come into a very large square area. You can see at I'm just gonna say the north and the south side of the room, there are large like fire pits with still some debris in them, but they're not lit. There are there's like a raised platform in this room, in which two staircases come up, like lead up to it, and you can see up on this platform is a one of the Aura gates, like the one that you came through. This one is labeled with a ancient Athelian symbol at the very top.
Celeste, are
read
you
it
able
at
to
all?
read it?
I'm a
To
bit
try.
hesitant for you to try and open that again. You don't have
Yeah, these don't have the same
sacrifices?
requirements.
I mean, the first time I activated an artifact was when I pulled. Well, I didn't pull, but you two came through. You three with Ava came through, Livy and Chosen. So
I did?
and that didn't require any.
No, she just
sacrifice or
wandered in
anything.
later. Then.
Yeah, I would
Oh, sorry, not you. I
turn
mean,
in.
yeah,
I
Chosen
remember
and,
none of this.
Ava. No, my bad.
It's okay.
I mean, at the very least, I'll read the label, or try to read the label and see if it tells us where it goes.
Do not open.
The little bowl.
Dead
little-
inside.
The little bowl of fire. I'm gonna use them to light the north and south. Yeah, fire.
That makes
Okay.
sense.
So lighting those, it illuminates the entire room, and you all can see much clearer now. And with that, I'm going to say, Celeste, give me a D100 roll.
Clicky.
Yeah.
87.
All right. You are able to identify this symbol as the ancient Athelian symbol for the word Rykel. Rykel is a city that is located in the center of Erethe.
Oh, okay. It looks like
Isn't
this portal
there-
goes to Rykel.
Isn't there something important in Rykel? I've heard of
I
this place
don't know.
before, but I don't remember
What do we know
why.
about Rykel?
Is that where the possum come from?
It could be.
Wait, you can speak to possum. Ask them where they come from.
Yeah.
What do we know
so
about Rykel?
Let's. I do not have the book open at the moment, but
Isn't that where the Ricine are from?
Hmm.
I believe that is where the Dargoth are mostly from.
Oh, the Dargoth. Okay.
Rackham?
Yeah.
I think that's where. I think that's what we went with. Long ago.
Long, long ago. I actually can't even find my Shattered Dawn book now.
Oh,
No idea where it is. Gone. Just gone.
I can probably stick it in Discord
Yeah,
if
so-
that's helpful, unless it's too big. It may be too big.
There's stuff in here.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
I think I mean I have my player's guide pulled up, but I don't know if that's helpful.
You sure you sent that to me?
There it is. I found it.
Oh, you found it? Okay.
Yep. So while I am pulling this up, you all are looking around the room now that it is more brightly illuminated, and you can see that unlike the room before, this room has no dust on the floor.
Well, that's weird.
I'm just gonna ready Gwendolyn because I have a bad feeling about this place.
Are there any other ways to go in and out of this room?
Yes, there is another corridor to the south, which leads further into the darkness.
I'm assuming there's no dust on the floor in that corridor either.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay.
Dust.
Rykel is the capital of the kingdom of Rykim. Trying to see if there's anything else that would be. It's located in a land diverse in both geography and population. The people who live in its dry deserts hold different customs than those who have lived in its ancient woods. Norsresian warriors hold battle sacred, while Alresian merchants prefer diplomacy. The one law that is respected in every corner of the kingdom of Rykim is strength.
It sounds like the best thing we could ever do, ever.
These are my people.
If one can take it, it belongs to them. The strongest, the wisest, and the fastest hold an assembly in Rykel where they represent their people.
I'm at least one of those things.
As Seamus is remembering these things, he starts to get a smile on his face.
Do you think the other corridors lead to other places?
Terrence?
I would assume so.
Should we check out all three?
Ask
and
him if he
weigh
saw
our
one of
options?
these. Ask Terrence if he saw other Stargate-y things in the other rooms.
Stargate.
You can't use those words.
It's a
Excuse me.
far gate. Goes far.
Far.
Far
Oh.
gate.
The Aura Gate.
Ah, okay.
Legally distinct.
Yeah.
All rights reserved.
It's like that
so-
time y'all played Care Bears.
It's
Or
open.
There's
or
the
Happy
care.
Fun Bear.
emotionally distinct neutral bears.
Yeah, it's just those magical portals that open when you play a Bop It.
What's about it?
Terrence, are there other gateways at the other corridors?
Terrence nods.
Okay. But Terrence, didn't you tell us to come this way though?
Terrence nods.
Okay. So we're in agreement that this is how you told us to go. Why did you pick this way? I understand that that's a hard question for you to answer, but give me some sort of indication of why you
Wait,
chose
can
this
he
way.
read?
Parents starts interpretive dancing.
Terrence, can you read? What was the reason you chose this way? I'm looking around the room to make sure it's not like just a piece of something that they would really enjoy. Like, hey, we found this like yummy mushroom over here or something. That's what we're gnawing on now. That's why we picked this side.
No, there doesn't appear to be any rhyme or reason to why Terrence chose this way.
Okay, so this is this one. Let's make a quick go back
Take a peek.
across to the left side and see what's over there. So we don't just end up. Although let's remember this one right here because I think this would be the best one to go through so far.
Based on the lack of dust on the floor here and down this corridor over here, this is certainly probably the most commonly used pathway.
But who would use
So-
these?
I guess
That's a very
someone
good
with
question.
magic.
Dun dun dun.
That is
Giant
why I
snakes?
asked people with magic. Oh wait, Liv, aren't your people from there as well?
No, I'm from the ocean, not a desert.
Well, I'm from the north and not a desert, but my people are there too.
Well, no one's gonna stop me.
I mean,
so Dahlia's gonna start marching back down the corridor. Back to where we were.
What?
I grab a hold of
I live
Dahlia.
in a small seaside town.
Really got to get a collar and lead for her. Goodness.
I
Gotta put a
I'll
bell
play
on
with my
her.
fire again.
As
All
Dahlia's
of-
going past me, I pick her up so she can't go without us.
I can't run. I have a
And I
tail.
like
Legs in the air.
I'm marching midair.
All of the commoners like follow Dahlia blindly. Like they all like mutter to each other as they're just like that low like
Ah,
incomprehensible talking. Like they're all just like talking to each other. It's like just a real faint din. So like, and they just like follow Dahlia blindly. Like, yep, wherever Dahlia goes, we go.
she's got the little fire.
Will you please wait for us, Dahlia? We don't know what's down there.
Well, we're just going back to the danger noodle. Let me
No,
down.
we were going to cross to the. Okay, I put you down.
The other sources of
Go.
danger that have appeared as well, though, is the thing.
We should weigh all our options.
Yeah, we should start
I'm gonna
really
go back to where we were
corralling this.
looting the danger noodle.
Hmm.
And we're going to try and create a campfire. And I'm going to tell people start cooking whatever's left of this danger noodle so it doesn't start stinking up. And
corridor?
then while we're doing that, I'm going to wait for the rest of you guys.
A true leader.
Okay. Well, how about we check out the other corridors while all the stuff is cooking and being
Yeah.
served.
The corridors seem relatively safe.
All right, boys, lead the way.
That's a brilliant idea. We'll get to cooking this up, Lady Dahlia, right now.
I don't like what's happening right now.
I toss my arms and I'm like, see? Yummy yummy's coming up.
I just say quietly to Seamus, at least if Dahlia's cooking, it means she's staying in one place and she's not wandering into danger.
Does she wander into
That's
danger
very
often?
fair. Yes.
Yeah, she kind of does.
That laugh alone told a story.
Often is an
I-
understatement.
I just thought of something.
Oh no.
I can be something that can see in the dark a lot better. So
Oh,
Seamus
good
puts the
idea.
hood up, does the how. I turn into bearded wolf Seamus.
Bearded wolf Seamus.
Yeah,
nice.
somebody made art that or Tofu had art created, and the person that created the art kept the beard on the wolf. So I was like, and Ray just said, "Well, that's canon now. Every time you
Mhm.
switch into a wolf, you still have your beard."
Mhm.
Never, I don't think that's ever going to get old.
White wolf, big old red beard.
Hmm.
So I start I like come up behind Celeste and I pull her up, like I nuzzle her up back on my back, and I start heading down that corridor toward that corridor.
Okay.
All right, heading down the left corridor, you notice that this side is far less used. There is thick, caked on dust everywhere,
Ew.
cobwebs. Just
Just doing that dog sneeze where it just happens and it keeps happening.
all right. It's just
Yeah.
a generalized mess. But when you come into the opening, like where the corridor lets out, you see it is a rectangular shaped room rather than a square shape. Up in the northeastern corner of the room, there is a Aura gate, and it has a different ancient Athelian symbol. In the
Try and read it.
In the northwestern corner, there is a suit of golden armor that appears to be glowing on its own accord.
You think that's cursed?
I don't
Kind of-
trust that guy right off the bat.
Strewn about the room, just haphazardly, is a couple of large treasure chests.
Seamus is sniffing the golden armor.
I'd send a possum first.
You're gonna put a possum in the armor?
I mean, couldn't hurt.
I can't talk right now, so I can't say anything. I'm sorry.
Celeste, D100 roll, please.
I'm gonna
That's
call down
sweet.
the corridor to Seamus. Like, did you find anything?
Echo.
69.
Ooh.
Huge.
Either a really chosen will respond. Either a really good time or a really bad time.
Seamus doesn't respond because he can't, because he's a wolf.
No, but Seamus can talk to us in our mind.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait.
we
Oh, that's
can.
right. I forgot about that.
Oh, you could do
Oh,
that.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Uh,
Serendipitous that happened.
Right? Celeste, what did you roll?
But yeah.
69.
Yeah, you did.
That's
There
that's
we
the
go.
winning number. So
Mhm.
you decode this particular symbol as Mivra. Mihvra for those who take notes.
Well, that's closer to home. Still not close
Where's-
enough.
Where's Mivra?
It's about the middle, but to the south of the country.
Okay.
They like their queens there.
Indeed, they do.
Like they're queens?
It's a matriarchy.
Oh,
That sounds like a cool
oh,
place.
that's cool. Yeah.
Their laws, their customs are ancient and unyielding. The matriarchy is the one society where power is passed down maternally, and all the females hold complete power in all social circles.
It's the mascara.
Damn.
And there might be some cool people there, depending on when this takes place in the timeline.
Does that mean the men are essentially like slaves, or is it not quite that bad?
Yeah, let's talk about this.
I don't think we were ever given that level of detail before.
I'm
No,
just curious.
You really weren't.
It was just like this area is patriarchy, this area is matriarchy, and that's all we really got.
So are we
Okay.
just like are men there? Are we just like used for procreation? That's the end of it, or are we like stuck in the mines, like working and stuff? Or is this a Rick and Morty situation?
I think it just
Out of-
usually means the women are leaders.
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
ruling class.
Yeah.
So
Is-
yeah, so from what I'm getting, because there's no like definitive answer to that. Yeah, so it's a caste system depending on what your mother did. So if your mother was a warrior, you're a warrior. If they were an armorer, you're an armorer. It's impossible to rise above the status of the mother. And then it really doesn't say anything else about men until down here at the notable festivals or rituals. On the first day of spring, the matriarchy celebrates the Festival of Love. On this day, men wear brightly colored suits of silk and women wear feathered dresses. Suitors pursue their romantic interests with flowers and poetry. Romantic rivals compete through verse and gifts.
Aw,
Oh, Seamus doesn't like that.
So
that sounds so
Yeah.
sweet.
Actually, unused Reg backstory from when we started Arc 1 was that Reg traveled to Coldier through Mivra, and he's like, I met the nicest people who just kept throwing gifts and stuff at me. He had no idea what the festival was, just he thought those people are really nice.
So I wouldn't say that men are necessarily treated badly there or as nothing, but I definitely feel like if you think about like how like the 60s were where, you know, the women stayed at home, like it's like that but reversed.
Okay.
Mike actually quite enjoys this place, and I would be absolutely happy living there.
Right? I'll stay home.
Like I'm gonna be honest, like none of that bothers me at all. I'm super into it.
Let's roll.
All right.
No.
As far
We
as
should-
I understand,
I'll always
the 60s
make
weren't
sure
a
you have
particularly
coffee
nice
in the
time,
morning.
though, so-
Do what? Juniper?
Hmm?
What'd
Oh,
you
just
say?
in terms of the 60s not being particularly nice in terms of, lots of things. Which,
So,
Yeah.
which
But-
place is farthest away from where we just were?
We should probably check out the third one before we try
Yeah, but
a door,
like-
I guess.
Seamus is doing that dog point at the golden armor, trying to get somebody to acknowledge this and see if it's something we can use.
All right,
So
Philip and Cheadle, investigate.
Also,
The gold
kind
armor-
of points to the chests as well.
The gold armor has absolutely no smell to it.
Well,
At
that's
all.
That's why I'm looking at these two, because
Um,
I figured I couldn't just smell metal.
Chosen,
I'm sending the possums to investigate all of it
you
and
send
keeping a
your,
distance.
You send your possums over. Who are you sending?
Philip and Cheadle.
Okay, I'm going to say Philip gets there first and goes to crawl up onto the armor. The moment its tiny little possum paw touches the boot of this armor, it instantly disintegrates.
Aw, well,
Yeah.
Seamus's
Well, we're
dog,
about to-
Seamus's wolf eyes get this big.
I think we're about to learn a lesson about possums.
Was either one of those the one with the bow on it?
No,
I thought
It was
Terrence
Terrence.
was. I thought we were talking about.
that's Terrence.
Because in my head I go, that was a missed opportunity for you to send Terrence and Philip.
Oh.
Well, I knew she was. I knew
Bummer now.
Celeste was still holding Terrence.
I'm probably still holding Terrence.
That makes sense.
Fighter, now that we've had a possum that's disintegrated.
Wait,
What
the
happens to the
possum
suit of
disintegrate
armor
or
now?
the armor?
Nothing. It just stands there glowing.
Okay, Cheadle, can you go touch the treasure?
Cheadle stares at you for a minute and then begrudgingly heads to the treasure chest.
I mean, it looked quick. Don't complain.
Like
Oh,
with unwavering eye contact, reaches up and like touches the treasure chest. And
Like Nemo touching the boat.
yes, I'm gonna touch the butt.
touch the butt.
And nothing happens.
I wasn't sure if it would be like the same thing, you know?
Oh, to the chest. Okay.
Does
I thought he was touching the
armor
armor.
do anything when the possum touches the chest?
Now, could it be
I'm sorry,
they're
what?
magically summoned possum, or
I was just wondering if the armor did anything when the possum touched the chest. Like, does it appear to be guarding the chests? Not
Nope.
really. Okay.
hey, Cheadle, do you want to do a Scrooge McDuck in there?
What's a
Cheadle-
Scrooge McDuck?
Cheadle like kind of lets one of those excited chitter, like almost sounds like a
Liv has the
platypus.
place here.
But there's this weird duck we met once that liked to swim in gold.
How do you
That's-
like liquid gold? Is it that has to be hot?
No, that would have killed it.
That seems like it would defy the
Solid
laws.
gold? That's physically impossible.
It was mostly just messy, but like the idea of it was whimsical.
How do you?
Like you've had a
There's
strange
many
life.
pieces
That
of
sounds like a
solid.
dream, a fever dream. Did you have a high
I'm-
fever?
I mean, who knows these? Who knows how these things happen?
Gold is
Yeah,
pretty
don't mess with
solid.
Jordan when the purge happens. Jordan's going all out. So Seamus just howls again and turns back into Noresian Seamus. I really want that armor.
I mean, you're welcome to touch it.
Yeah, maybe
I'm
be wary
actually
of
tempted
touching it.
to.
Mhm.
I'm actually
Poke
very
it with a
tempted to
stick and
touch.
see if the stick disintegrates.
Yeah, is it?
Yep.
Oh,
I
poke it
pick
with
up
a bow.
Terrence.
Do we have any of the
Throw
snake
something at
meat
it
with
first.
us?
You gonna feed the armor?
Well, no. Like, is it organic matter? Is it magically summoned friends? Is it anything?
I'm gonna pick up a piece of like rubble or something. You said there was like cobwebs and shit around. I'm gonna pick up like a stone and throw it at the armor and see what happens when it touches.
You're gonna make it mad.
It makes a plink noise, like stone on metal, and then the stone disintegrates just like Philip.
We should go.
The ground didn't. The ground itself is not disintegrating though.
It's not touching the ground
Indeed.
either.
What like it?
Or is
the
it touching the
armor's-
ground?
It's
It
standing there,
appears
right?
to be touching the ground.
Oh, okay.
And in any case, I'm not sure that it's worth pursuing trying to take this armor with us.
I'm just gonna slowly back out of this chamber without losing eye contact.
Seamus is gonna punch
the
open.
armor or the treasure or the
Did
possum?
we open the treasure chest?
The possum.
No, not yet.
No.
Okay, Seamus punches into one of the treasure chests to try to wait. Before Seamus does that, what is the treasure chest made out of? 'Cause I see this could be a problem now.
It's solid
so-
metal.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Oh.
say for ease of making your life a little simpler, they are made of wood.
Nice. Boom.
Why did you punch it? You should put money in
Boom.
it.
I'm going to try and lockpick the other one because even though I know that Celeste is shit at picking locks, Celeste thinks she's good at it because she's succeeded several times, even though her stats are terrible.
It's a
I'm
92.
the best.
I'm the best.
Maybe don't rob it. What if it?
I'm going to...
Got a 92. on it.
49 on lockpicking for the other one. Could be worse.
That's you both do very well, actually. Okay, so chat, I need 2 D100 rolls, and while we're waiting for chat to do that,
Can I put money in the chest? The one she
You-
lockpicked. I'm gonna throw a coin in there. Feel like like
So going to your chest.
appease whatever deity. Put it in there.
so the coin that you throw in definitely clinks on other pieces of gold.
All right.
Mhm.
Then I'm gonna try and poke the armor with, or throw a
It's-
piece of meat at the armor.
It's
See if it
Terrence.
still disintegrates.
Mhm.
Little chunk of meat.
Oh, meat. Okay.
Yeah, not. I'm not throwing a possum at it.
No, I thought maybe you're throwing gold at it. See what would happen. That's okay.
No, yeah, I'll throw a little chunk of meat at the armor to see if it disintegrates.
The meat does disintegrate.
All right, that didn't work.
Yeah, we might seriously want to
Seamus
consider
is
leaving.
still extremely interested in touching that.
I'm just gonna keep backing up.
So,
Back it up.
what's in the crush chest?
So in the crush chest, you find 30 gold pieces and a spherical flask that's filled with some kind of oil.
I hand it all to Celeste.
Oh, I'm not very strong.
don't
Like, I'm
use
happy
money.
to hold on to it, but
Oh,
How about you hold the oil? I'll. Is that okay if you
I-
carry the oil?
yeah, I was just giving you things because I thought I don't really have use for these things. Or money is not really something I care about. So it's fine. I can put in my pack. I'm good. I can carry it. I just wanted to make sure you had it. That's all.
Okay. Sure.
This is a very awkward conversation we're having right now.
Who is? Yeah. Do we have? Is one of us managing the party funds? Do we have a party fund situation
I
yet? I can't
think-
remember.
Dahlia has it, if I'm not mistaken,
Okay. Well, we'll bring it back to Dahlia
for
then.
good reason. Mike's gonna regret this forever, but it's like a game of which door is that really awesome prize behind, and I want to.
It's the money hall problem.
I touch the armor to see if I can lift it off of its
Why
thing.
would you touch the armor?
No,
What?
don't
Why?
Because I-
Why?
I don't know. I really want to because I feel like this is.
Don't
I-
touch
You have a
it.
backup
You like-
character?
Did I smack his hand
Okay,
down?
wait. That's what I want to do. If you guys stop me, it's up to you.
I will try to
Dahlia.
stop him.
But actually, no, Chosen pulls his sword out, ready to chop off
Everything is
Seamus's
going.
hand.
Oh my god!
Do you want to lose another hand, Seamus?
It's already
What's
happened.
going
He
on?
just
Let's
did
this
it.
one back.
I think I'm gonna chop his hand off again.
No.
So, did you do it or did you not do it?
Well, I've been backing away, so I would have to run to get to
You're not,
you.
you're not near me.
you,
Okay.
so I was
So
next
the
to
only
the
two
chest.
people near me live in Celeste.
I will.
was
I'll go
probably
to
at that point
smack
trying
his
to
hand
put
down.
those
That's-
gold pieces away in my pouch. Like, this is while I was distracted.
Oh, then it's just Liv who's watching me then.
Yeah, no, I'll smack your hand out of the way. Like, just no. Do I need to roll?
Is this like a strength off roll thing?
What are we rolling here?
Arcmaster?
Or like a speed off.
You guys might not have a
Yeah.
choice based on chat.
Oh no!
Oh god.
Oh no!
Oh
up?
no.
happened?
When Seamus reaches out to touch the armor, it begins doubling in size. The
Like
light,
him?
no, the armor.
Oh.
The light emanated by the armor begins to grow in size. And once the light gets past the small square platform that it is standing on, you see that the light that it is touching begins disintegrating the stone.
Oh, that's great.
We need to run.
What did
So
you
is it-
do?
Is it a thing of like if so I have my hand on it? Is it a thing of like if I stop touching it, it goes back?
You haven't actually touched it yet. This is like while
Oh.
you're reaching out.
Oh, okay.
Very dramatic.
So I start
Oh.
reaching just so I'm on the same page. Start reaching out. It causes the armor to get bigger. The armor shines light from somewhere, and the light is actually what's disintegrating things. It's not the armor itself, is what we're kind of looking at.
Yes, but the light is coming from the armor.
Oh, it's not reflecting the light from something. It's from that.
The armor itself is glowing brightly.
All right, so I take my hand back away real fast after I see that happen. So like just in the time frame of stuff, I start to do it, see that's happening, move my hand back quickly.
Yep.
What happened?
It continued to double in size.
We got to go.
Okay,
Yell out,
well-
run!
We're gonna go now.
Start bolting. Yep.
Sorry.
I just want to point out that Ray put
Did
that
it-
there because he knew if I went back somewhere and there's something shiny, I was going to try to go for it because Seamus has been running around with like 0 armor this entire time. I'm up to level 13 with no armor, and I'm just like,
Still,
that,
what
my whole
about-
thing was to have heavy armor on me, and
Aw.
I have
what
not
about
gotten a single
touching
piece.
the armor that disintegrates everything that touches it? Seemed like a good idea, though.
Because do you realize the power that thing has then? Do you realize with me wielding that power, like how awesome it'd be? I'm basically Iron Man with the center chest blaster thing.
I mean, yeah, but I feel
That's
like
all I
trying to
could
get
think
the
of.
armor is like
But
flying
then
too
you
close
could
to the
never
sun.
hug Dahlia.
Aw.
I mean, that's something Seamus would be okay with living. I'm just kidding.
Wow.
I'm kidding, I'm kidding,
Oh,
I'm kidding,
wow.
I'm kidding.
Wow. Okay.
Dahlia and
Into the
Celeste are
abyss
his
with
best
you.
I think-
friends.
Tofu is going to note where
Celeste,
Dahlia falls on Seamus's love
People also knows that
list.
Seamus digs Dahlia very much. I had to do that one in the third person.
Before we run the fuck away, did we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
How
running-
fast can
we're
you
running
open a
the
gate?
away.
I guess we're going to the big giant city.
Well, it's just that place that's falling apart. It's not like the other corridor.
Nope, that thing's
Yeah,
gonna move. You
As
try
we're
to touch it.
running,
I'm
does
gonna
the
go.
light,
Bye.
like,
Bye. We should
is
probably
the
go open that gate.
disintegration following us?
Bye.
It's just
still going
expanded
in the
its
other room,
area.
right?
Oh,
Okay.
Yep,
Okay.
it's just
Yeah, let's get on
expanded.
the other
It's not
corridor.
hitting you or anything.
We're okay. Let's get on the other corridor.
I'm a
Did
giant
we
chicken.
loot that second
Real fast.
crate?
That's what I was
before we-
about to ask.
Yeah, you
I
opened
would
it.
have
and-
liked
Go read the other door real quick.
So in the second chest, there was 50 pieces of gold,
Plus one.
a ring with an aquamarine gem,
Ooh.
and a sword that on the hilt of it has two swords crossing each other with a skull
God, that sounds
emblazoned on it.
Interesting. Interesting. Could I see the aquamarine ring?
No, because you were reaching out for
You're
the
not there.
armor.
You're not there.
Grab it, grab it and run.
You're trying to
You're
poke
not there.
things.
This is just me. This is just me living Celeste right now and Chosen.
Well, at this point, I think we're running or
Yeah,
walking
I
back
left.
to
We left you
back
behind.
to the central
Okay.
thing anyway.
and,
Yeah.
and I
Fuck
yell
off.
with my booming voice and I go, "Somebody give me the aquamarine!" If I point the aquamarine at the thing, it's probably gonna stop the freaking whole thing from happening.
If you think that, grab it.
Then I'm gonna catch up to the snake with my freaking strength speed, grab a hold of it, pick it up, shake it upside down so I get the ring out of her, and then I'm gonna pick up the ring, put it like
What? I don't
attempt
have
to
the
put it
ring.
on, and then I thought you
So
had
you
it.
just got like
No, I
shaken
I
baby
took
syndrome for nothing.
I put something in
Take
the
a pause
chest.
for a second. I thought this is initially how I thought everything went down. Celeste opened it,
Yeah.
and Liv raided it. That's what I
No.
thought happened.
I put
So
money
Celeste
in
has
it.
everything.
Celeste didn't
Sure,
do
I
anything.
suppose I've got everything.
Okay, 'cause I
I don't
was-
know.
I was
This
in the
is
room
not
with
the
you all, so
Seamus
I would
we
know
know.
this. I was in the room with
Just
you all,
running
I
for
know
our
what
lives.
was
Did
going
you get the stuff?
on. So
Celeste is like juggling things.
Celeste,
She's
remember when you were
running.
killing me? Can I have the ring, please?
Sure, I tossed the ring over the shoulder.
I'd like to see the sword when we're not in mortal peril.
Tossed the sword over my
Does the
shoulder.
ring fit?
Well, have you robbed it? Can I get my one coin?
So the question is,
Tossed
Ray, is that
coin
you
over my
said,
shoulder.
I dropped
Anyway,
the pack.
Ray, is that
so
you
way
said
in
that
case
it
anything
was
happens to me.
growing, and where the light hits, that's where the floor started to disintegrate. But
Was it the
if
floor or the
he-
wall?
Or whatever the light was touching.
Okay. 'cause-
Mm.
all right.
So
Those are the Pride
Oh,
lands,
eight.
Simba.
So
I thought it was the
TNT
gate.
had redeemed Make My Armor Grow, which only grows double in size. So does it stop growing at some point? Okay.
Yep. Once it reached double size, it stopped.
So-
But it did completely disintegrate the walls behind it and the floor around it. So now
Oh.
it just kind of like hovers in space and
that's
time.
creepier.
So did
It's
you
just
guys
a
run
little
all the
floor
way out of the
okay.
corridor, or did you guys stop running when it stopped?
I
I ran all the way to you.
enough to get the ring,
Yeah.
and then I,
I
s-
came
so I
back.
was like halfway
Mm.
down to get the ring.
Seamus
So-
poke things.
So since you guys ran all the way to me, I'm asking what happened.
Look,
I said
Seamus has
Seamus
been a
poke
very long
things.
time with no armor.
Yeah.
There was armor, and I was thinking, oh, this is going to be so sweet if I have this armor because that means if anything tries to touch me, they're going to disintegrate. I'm going to be unstoppable in this thing.
He watched it destroy a possum, a stick, and a rock, and yet still thought touching it was a good idea.
I
And
see a
now it's
buttload of
double the
comments.
size
I have
anyway,
to
so
look.
it won't hurt you anymore anyway, because it's huge
Did
now.
it double the size of me, or was it not? Here's what my thought
Or did
was.
it double
When you
to
said
his
double in
size?
size, did it double size to my
No, of
size,
it.
or did it double in size
Its
bigger
size.
than me?
Just whatever its size was.
Yeah.
Arcmaster?
Yeah. So the armor was
Yeah.
sized for a 6-foot person. It is
Okay.
now double that, so 12 foot.
Okay, that's not going to fit me anymore. So just out of curiosity, I kind of like peek my head around. Okay, wait, does the ring fit me first?
Yes.
Okay, so I have the aquamarine ring on. I walk around. I gently and carefully look around to make sure I'm not going to get hit with a light or anything.
Mhm.
All right, I just kind of point the ring at it, and I
So you,
see if anything
you
happens.
saw cursed
Curse.
armor and thought, you know what I'm going to do?
Heart.
Put on the random ring that was near it?
Nobody said
Wind.
cursed
It seems
armor.
like a
Water.
good idea
They
to you.
just said it was protected.
Who said it was
Nobody
protected?
said it was cursed. The fact that it was disintegrating.
We just assumed it was cursed.
It's disintegrating things. That's pretty cursed like.
That seems like all a matter of perspective.
Perspective. It's disintegrating
This is
things.
Mike saying this and not Seamus. This is more advanced than Seamus can talk.
So when Seamus points the ring in that direction, right? Does anything happen?
Nope.
Does his
figured
powers
again, I'm
combine?
trying it anyway. So I just kind of like defeatedly walk back to the thing. I hand everybody the stuff and I just sit down.
Uh,
I'm
Should
letting
we-
anybody else make the decisions now because I screwed up bad.
Ooh, I've got an idea before we check out the last room. I'm going to take Gwendolyn here and coat it in the snake fat and then light it on fire.
Oh,
Smart
flaming
move.
sword.
Pretty smart.
That's pretty dope.
Can I at least see the sword you guys got? I hand the aquamarine ring back to Celeste.
Oh yeah, what is it? What's the deal with that sword?
I want to look at it. Actually, no, you're the sword guy. You look at it.
So, Celeste, you are holding the sword. Who, they're all asking about it and everything. And when they ask to see it, you find yourself very, very, very reluctant to part with it.
You're a jerk, Ray.
I mean, do you really need the sword? Wait, why don't I want to give this over? I don't like this.
Celeste is pretty smart, so she's noticed that there's a problem.
Are you feeling okay? Did watching the possums die traumatize you? You get used to it over time.
I don't think this has to do with the possums. I don't even use the sword. Why don't I want to give this sword to you?
I mean, look at him waving the flaming sword around. Swords are awesome.
But I don't know if you know this, but my hands don't work properly. I probably couldn't grip and wield a sword without dropping it.
But you picked it up out of the chest.
Oh, no.
There's a difference between picking something up and being able to wield it strongly,
Well,
and keep hold
pick
of
it up and show it to people. Just the simple pick it up. We'll just look at it. You don't have to wield it.
All right.
So is it or do I feel okay about holding the sword out like this so people can see it? Like as long
Yeah.
as I don't hand it over. All
Yep.
right, I do that.
Livy, I need you to make an attack roll, though.
Oh, fun.
What the fuck?
Hold on.
Chat's been a little spicy tonight.
Mike's the
Alright,
bad
what-
one. 'cause
What should I
touched the
add to
armor.
this? What? So, I have my hand unarmed paralysis 3. So, I think that gives me a plus 60. So that's gonna be fun.
I'd say
plus
60.
plus 60 sounds a little high.
I don't know if I did that right. Hold on. I just cut and pasted that one.
Those are amazing
Read what it
fists.
says.
You
Oh,
get to
wait,
you get to
attack
kill everyone.
Damage plus 60. Sorry, that's the damage.
Damage plus 60?
That's what it says. I cut and pasted it, so
Well, is it like
into my
you're
little
like
note.
using in paralysis, aren't you?
Yeah,
But that's why.
I don't have any armor on.
I'm not aware of hand-to-hand ever doing like it would in the
There, I
beginning
just
at
rolled.
least it
I
was
got
nerfed.
29 without adding nothing.
Without
I
adding
added
nothing.
nothing.
Nerfing.
Okay. So,
Oh, Livy has a reroll.
yep. Roll it again, Livy. When you
Really?
all get back to when y'all get back to Dahlia and all this is happening, Dahlia, these
82.
commoners have been like the perfect line cooks and sous chefs. Like they've been doing everything that you've said, and you've pretty much set up like this little mini Danger Noodle restaurant, like
Danger
kitchen.
noodle soup.
Yeah, like they're making everything that you're telling them to make. It's almost like a assembly line.
Yeah, we've got filet-o danger noodle. We got some danger noodle jerky. We got some danger noodle etouffee.
Do you have any danger noodle soup? I would love some danger noodle soup if you have
We've
some.
got
there.
some danger noodle soup.
I like that you
And
made
tonight,
jerky
I'm gonna
in less
hand
than
over.
10
I'm
minutes.
gonna
We
hand
do
over
now.
a small bowl of danger noodle soup to Celeste.
That's
I'm
awesome.
eating the danger noodle soup.
While holding the sword and getting attacked.
We've got dumpling
Yeah,
stuffed with danger
with my
noodle.
6 arms.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Danger Noodle dumplings.
Sure.
Yum.
You know, dumplings.
Mm.
There's
We've
danger noodle
got it.
soup, danger noodle salad,
Danger
there's
noodle.
fried danger noodle, danger noodle sandwich.
Danger noodle nuggets.
Olivia's being cannibal, being a snake person eating snake.
Yeah, that
Danger
does come
noodles
back
on
to
a
the
stick.
can you ethically eat your own hand?
Yeah.
This is good. There's a lot of good things.
How did
So-
we get back here? Like,
Livy, what'd you roll on
All
your
in circles.
on your second attack roll there?
I did. It was an 82.
Pretty sure you-
82.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna catch everything back up. You all ate. You wanted to see the sword. Celeste didn't want to part with it. Suddenly, Livy begins tearing at their own face.
Oh, fun. Ow.
Who does?
Ouch. Me.
Livy.
Livy,
Oh,
what's going on?
Ouch.
You okay?
I'm gonna leave that up to Livy. Why are you attacking your own face?
Oh,
I
I
put down my soup and go and heal Livy. If there's any damage, I go and heal Livy.
no. No.
It's like as Livy's scratching, I'm healing. So it's like just this channel of.
I just thought of Family Guy when Chris was like doing this.
Yeah.
Like, all right.
So we'll say that you take, I think it would be 10 points of damage
Ow.
as you are literally trying to rip the flesh off of your face.
Oh god, she's on bath salts.
My heal does
What
way
is
more than that.
basalt?
So I'm
Is
I'm
Liv from Florida?
That's where the possum.
healing the damage.
Okay.
Possums come
No,
from?
no.
So Celeste heals you and repairs the damage.
But I keep doing it.
No, you stop after that first one. It was like a sudden spasm.
What
Fun.
happened?
I don't know. You guys touched curse items.
Oh, I'm
That's
sorry.
okay.
Touch you with that?
Is that why I was clawing my face off?
I didn't touch curse. I cursed myself by putting the coin in the treasure chest.
Wait, I would put it.
No,
Ah, who's
Dahlia,
wrong?
should we put all those coins back?
Okay,
Wait,
if you're
let's-
freaking out and he.
Because what if
and
you
he-
handed me the wrong coin? I take the coin. She
During
handed
the
me, I throw it.
chaos, Seamus gets up and walks down the center corridor
I think you.
with the bone torch.
I don't want the coin.
What? The center quarter? Okay.
Are you going back for it?
No, we
Okay.
went to the right, then we went to the left. The center's the
Oh,
only way to
we went to the left. Okay, my bad.
Dahlia's gonna pick up the coin that Livy threw down. And then as Seamus starts to head down the center corridor, Dahlia is
Don't
going to
Pick
peek.
up the coin.
Too late.
Yeah, you have to
It's
touch
a
it
dollar
Why
first.
would you pick it up?
So
You have to touch it
Dahlia's
first.
going to take a peek into the left corridor where everybody ran from, because you said that it disintegrated the floor and the wall. So I want to see if there's anything that exposed, like below
Ooh, good
the
question.
floor or behind the wall.
Interesting.
No, just more of the abyss, unfortunately. Although the
Did you
glow
try-
is definitely like illuminating more of the room now. So you can kind of like see the treasure chests in the room from the center area.
Have you tried pointing an
Um,
aquamarine ring at it yet?
Seamus,
Who
the
has
next
the
attack
aqua-
you do
who
on
has the
anybody,
ring now?
you have double damage. I think Seamus still has it, right?
Sharon says what?
The ring.
Ring?
No, I gave it back to Celeste when I realized
Oh,
it
did
didn't
you?
work. Yeah.
Okay.
You should probably put all those coins back or dump them out.
We should,
The two of
Definitely.
you investigating the sword roll potency checks.
I got a 115. I rolled it a second ago.
Oh, sweet.
Tell me your secrets.
Potency.
Come on. Wait, are
I'm
you
gonna add
holding the
fears, I'm gonna
sword?
Add,
No, I just for visual.
Okay.
Just it's
Okay.
so
Fair enough.
157.
Dang. So both of you identify this as a sword of vengeance.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Ooh, what is that?
Neat.
What is that?
So
I don't know, but it
Uh,
sounds super dark.
the sword of vengeance gives you higher attack and damage,
Ooh.
but it does not. The sword itself does not like it when you use other weapons.
Oh, you get
Jealous sword.
jealous.
Oh, that's actually kind of cute.
It's like a cat.
So the
Like-
reason it is called the Sword of Vengeance is because when you are in combat and you, cool, somebody's just driving motorcycles around. When you take
That's
damage
sorry.
in combat, you make a potency check. If you fail, you must attack the creature that damaged you until either you drop to 0 hit points or it does.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Tell me that would have been a cool sword for Seamus. Just,
Well, Seamus went for
is
the
it
ring.
does the sword let me hand it off to probably Chosen, I guess, who's also investigating the sword with me?
Chosen's
Shit,
like
it's not
you're
letting
holding
me let it
He's
go.
like right up
What the
against
fuck?
you. He's like right up against you, going.
When you
Oh, it smells so cool.
so before you were just
Little
like
powder
letting
chutney.
people see it, but this
Yeah.
time you're trying to hand it off, and when you do, only visible to you, an entity comes out of the hilt of the sword. It is a ghost,
I should have picked
a
it up.
spirit, which wraps wraps around you a little bit, and is like, "No, I am yours and yours alone now."
But I don't even know how to wield you. My hands don't work properly. I will drop you.
I've been
There's no point in my even holding on to you.
Celeste is just talking to herself.
Do we hear that or is that internal?
Nope. she's
You-
out
you
watching
hear-
her home.
Walking.
Yeah, you hear Celeste, you just don't hear the ghost.
One
You
You
side
can probably see that I'm looking at something. Okay.
Celeste?
I'm the
Are you-
sword guy. Hello.
Celeste, are you okay?
Yeah,
Who are
I
you-
just
Who are you talking
you
to?
can't- You can't see the thing that came out of the sword?
There's
I
a
think
thing coming out of the
No.
sword.
I think she's got a cursed sword, and I am so jealous right now.
I
A
don't even
thing.
You
want the
want
sword.
to curse? You want
I
to
don't-
actively get cursed.
I mean,
just
that is the-
really low.
That is
No.
scientifically the coolest of curses.
I turn back
What?
to the
Sword
spirit.
is the
and,
coolest
like,
of curses.
Look, I don't know how to wield you properly. I'm not the best person to look. Chosen here or Seamus, these two know how to use swords. They could
Are
use you
you
a lot more
aiming at the
effectively than I
cursed sword,
can.
the invisible entity you can't see?
Yeah, absolutely.
So how about
You
how
trying to
about
get cursed on purpose?
Look at this! Look at this lovely scabbard you could live in.
And won't getting a cursed sword offend your other sword? You gonna
It's
cheat
just
on
a,
your
Mike-
swords like that.
Mike enjoys
This
how
one-
quickly you're trying to get rid of Gwendolyn.
Listen,
Right? Like this thing's worthless.
listen.
Why you find it?
I may have given Gwendolyn a name, but that doesn't mean Gwendolyn is sentient. That would be the coolest freaking thing ever.
How do you know Gwendolyn isn't sentient? What if Gwendolyn's going to be sentient? You don't know. What if you just don't speak
Does the
sword?
spirit respond to any of this craziness?
Yeah, I was just letting everybody have a minute here.
How do you know you're sentient?
The
Exactly.
responding to you, that may be so, but you have something I don't sense in the others. You have a need for vengeance, a need to prove something more.
Well, yeah, but I'm not gonna do that with a sword. No offense.
Oh, but swords are so easy. The pointy end goes into the fleshy bit.
Okay, like, can you hear me? He's talking to his sword. Like, if you're alive, you gotta tell me.
What if she can't
Gwendolyn
communicate
Christie,
yet?
can you hear
Even
me?
Played enough.
Okay, well, how about this? I mean, yes, I have something to prove, but I also have this amazing group of people around me who we've all established that we've kind of got the same goals. So we're going to be working together to prove things.
Wait,
right?
your goal is to open a tea shop?
Your goal is to be the greatest swordsman ever?
I'm not there.
Celeste is.
Would
She's
things,
just like
would
face
things
palming.
not be easier if it was just us and this ludicrous talk was not in your ears constantly?
Yeah,
Anyways,
maybe
when you-
it doesn't necessarily mean better.
When you and your boyfriend are done talking, we do need to go look at that other door.
Look, I don't have a boyfriend. I'm not even interested in men. I don't have a boyfriend, okay? Look, I'm just talking to the sword. All right? Just give me a second.
She said shut up your face.
In the politest way she could think of.
The nicest way ever.
Like,
Amazing. Shut the F up.
Clearly evil
Shut the
sword.
fuck up.
Chosen is just already quickly devolving into like a jealous toddler of that toy is awesome. Why isn't it mine?
I just here, drink some green tea, Chosen. Here you go.
Okay.
All right, fine, black tea because you're moody.
It's not the same.
You get the Earl Grey.
Can I try physically handing the sword to Chosen? Like, I'm gonna say to Chosen, look, I'm gonna try something, okay? I don't want the sword. Let me try something. And I'm gonna try and hand it over.
Joe's gonna look at the sword. Uppies?
Abby?
You reach over and it's one of those situations where like you start shaking violently trying to let this thing go.
You're just so close.
Your hand will not open.
I'm gonna try.
Can we chop your hand off?
If you don't want the sword, do you want to try to touch the sword to the light of the armor?
Oh yeah, sword. Do you want to be disintegrated or do you want to be my best friend ever?
Yeah, how does the spirit react to that?
Disintegrate?
That sounds like a terrible idea. We should not do that.
I don't know what
Wait,
the sword said.
Sounds like a terrible idea. We should not do that.
You might,
No,
you might be
I-
onto something.
I'm gonna grab Chosen by the elbow and like go towards the room with the light. Just say,
No.
idea.
Wait, hold on. Just wait a second. Just let's slow down.
Now look, if we get to the light and I put you in the light, which I'm still going to be holding you, so I should be able to do, you're going to get disintegrated. Or you could let me give you to Chosen.
Yes, let's get the weird guy.
let's not do anything
gonna be like, let's
else.
kill everybody.
Chosen or
I'm
disintegration?
still walking.
I feel
We're
like
walking
we
and talking.
I feel like
No,
I
no,
feel like
no.
it
We
wants to
can
get disintegrated at this point.
we can talk about this. We can make it. We can make a deal. We can make a deal.
We're almost there.
Disintegrate it.
I still
It's
walk
a
in.
cursed
What
item.
deal do you have in mind?
It's so off the rails that it just became fun now. It's just like,
What kind of deal do you
Dahlia's
have in
watching
mind?
with fascination.
Still
She's got like both hands in a fist. She's going disintegrate, disintegrate.
Disintegrate. I'll join in the disintegrate chant 'cause it's a cursed item.
I'll stay up all night oiling you and sharpening you.
Don't
And
listen to him. Disintegrate it. It's
you
cursed.
have that weird oil.
So it's like, what if we just kill one person? Just one person.
Well, if I give you the chosen, we can probably kill it. Well, we could probably kill a bunch of people. Just not right here, when there are people that deserve being killed.
Okay, just what? Okay, what about someone who doesn't like one of them? Those commoners. They don't matter, right?
Thank you. Oh, you said the wrong thing, my guy. And I start walking faster.
he's still
Wrong
dragging.
answer, my dude.
Right.
No.
Listen,
Okay. All right. I
This is
admit
my
that
favorite
was a
episode
bad.
so far.
That was a bad idea, bad call. I'm sorry. Please don't touch the armor.
It's just too late, dude. done effed up, Aaron.
Yo.
You reach the armor at this point. No,
Yeah, hold it.
okay. Truce.
Are you gonna let me hand you over?
Disintegrate it.
He did say that the
Magic
commoners
hands
didn't
out
mean
way chosen.
anything.
Yeah, but Chosen really wants the sentient sword, and me
I
above the
just
table
snapped
really want to
his
see what
hand
the fuck
down.
happens when I give Chosen the sentient
See, now it's fun. But when Mike wanted to touch the armor, that was the worst thing that anybody could possibly do.
I
But
want everyone to
now
stop
with the
touching
sword and the
everything. Just
philosopher's
stop.
freaking weird sentient sword that wants to kill everything and drink blood. Yeah, I see how I stand in this group.
Okay. I
No chosen.
will transfer to your less vengeful friend under one condition.
Less vengeful.
I mean, name your condition, my guy, but you haven't really got any legs to stand on. I'm literally holding the sword, like just out of range of the light.
I was not the one who created this magic that bound me to the sword. I am simple. I just follow the rules, okay? The rules is written.
You can do it.
In order to pass me over to your friend, you must stab him with the pointy end. It doesn't have to be hard or
Oh.
anything. Just a little shanky shank, little pokey.
Do I need to draw blood, or can I just poke him?
This sounds
Yeah.
like
Well, I
Dahlia
mean-
talking about how she's gonna stab somebody.
Wait, what about
Who are
blood?
you gonna stab?
Okay, so all right. So apparently, this sword spirit thing. Apparently, I have to stab you in order to. Look, I don't want to stab
That
you.
sounds
he's my
like a
friend.
trap. That sounds like the sword
that
is
sounds-
to take over you and dig completely through him.
That does kind of sound like the thing that he wanted to do anyways.
That's
I
it.
So-
Probably eats
Should I
blood
just- Should I just
So as-
disintegrate
as
this thing?
Les was
Look,
going down the
I don't like
corridor.
this.
or souls or something.
Chosen
What if it
followed.
eats souls? What if it eats chosen souls?
I was dragging Chosen along.
Oh, okay.
Should I just disintegrate
Sorry.
this thing?
I was thinking, like, my apologies.
Chosen's gonna take a big sigh and just push Celeste's hand to move the sword into the thing.
Oh no!
Interesting choice.
Not her hand into disintegration range, just the sword.
right.
Well, that brought up actually a really good thought problem for me, but I'll wait till the end.
If I see
All
the sword
right.
starting to disintegrate, I try to let go of it. If I can.
The sword enters the disintegration area. It begins to like disintegrate away as you push it farther in. The spirit's like, oh no! Why, my precious? And
I'm melting. What a world!
the entire blade ends up getting disintegrated before the spirit dissipates.
Ooh.
leaving just the hilt behind. However, the glow from the armor subsides.
Oh, hey! Look at that!
I'm not
You just
there.
tried to kill
so-
the evil thing.
Instead, the armor is now glowing with ancient Athelian runes.
Did you just put the spirit in the armor?
Gwendolyn.
The sword.
No, it would
Yeah,
be
can I
happy.
like
It would have to kill
investigate
the sword.
potency check kind of situation? Like, can I read the runes? Like,
Insight check.
insight check.
I'm gonna help with that too, because I am
Can I
also
add
scared for my life.
D100. Oh, oops. Can I add
Us
potency,
just
or is it
trying
just a
to
straight
read the
D100?
runes.
Yeah,
Add
potency
potency.
check.
Dahlia is gonna call
Okay.
down to Seamus down the center corridor and be like, Seamus, get back here! The armor's not as glowy anymore!
It's been at least 2
Wait,
turns,
are you
right?
with
So
them?
I've regenerated. Okay, I'm adding
I'm
100 to
watching
this.
them from where I'm at because they were heading towards that corridor. I'm
123.
back, but
total.
I can see what they're doing.
Between Chosen and Celeste, you both identified the runes as a basically it's a Athelian spell for like what am like repelling.
I'm gonna
Okay.
poke it with a stick.
You know what? Why not? You
Rocky.
you
Instantly.
you go to poke it with a stick.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
9%. You go to poke it and you see the stick like snap before
Oh.
it gets to it. It's just like
Okay.
Where's
Well,
that
that's
ring?
different.
Wait a minute, where'd that ring go?
Celeste has it.
Celeste, do you have the ring?
I mean,
I think
do, but-
Celeste. I thought you gave everything to Dahlia.
Oh, I gave
No.
all the coins to Dahlia.
Oh, coins.
Oh,
Terrence, calm
The
down,
ring on the
buddy.
finger.
Not the time, dude. Ugh,
Will the ring
okay.
fit on the little armor finger?
I hand over the ring. to-
Oh no, you're
The
gonna
little
you're gonna
armor-
propose to it.
Yeah.
What? Oh, you mean on the gauntlet? Okay.
Yeah, will it fit?
It's like,
Will it fit on the
what are you
pinky?
talking about?
Are you actually okay? You know what?
I
I'll
feel like you put a ring on it.
you
So,
you
so there's no floor, but you guys
Not-
can get to
not-
the armor. That's cool.
Next thing you
Oh,
know,
that's-
I am
that's
the
my point.
possessed
There's no point.
armorer.
Good point. There's no floor. I forgot about the no floor
Yeah.
situation.
I mean, I can
So the
levitate.
armor's still hovering? You
it
can
is still
levitate?
hovering.
Put the ring on the
Sorry,
pinky
Celeste can levitate.
if it'll fit.
I mean,
Don't break your bone.
yeah, all right. Well, I mean, if it now just repels instead of disintegrate.
Okay, I'm gonna levitate.
We gave it
Using
the
my
sword.
staff, I
we
can
give it the
levitate.
ring.
I'm gonna try and make my way over to the armor just to see if I can, or whether it repels me.
I'm just gonna get ready to chop your hand off just in case.
I'm just gonna get my little
Okay.
Feely tea ready. All right.
You levitate over to the armor. It doesn't like repel you away or anything.
Okay, I'm holding the ring. So what did you
Will
want me
it
to
fit
do?
on the pinky?
On the pinky ring
I
with
compare the two. Will it
gauntlet.
fit on the gauntlet?
It doesn't look like it will.
Can you put it on it in its hand or something? Like the little. I don't know.
Okay, I'm holding the. I try to touch the ring to the armor just to see what happens.
Just tink, tink, tink.
Okay, but that didn't break, so they go
didn't.
together.
Maybe.
Or it just doesn't recognize it as a weapon.
They go
I
together.
I
together.
try to touch the armor with like my
Together.
finger, going.
You touch the armor.
Oh, so it just put it on.
Another question, okay, is so the blade had dissipated, but the handle not. Is the handle still attached to Celeste? Like, is
I don't
the
know.
spirit
Drop it.
still in the handle?
So the spirit is gone. But Celeste, did you ever like try to drop the handle? Did you hand it to Chosen? Like,
That's
what'd
a
you
good
do?
question. I got distracted.
Yeah.
Sure, I would have
Just
tried
like,
to
here,
hand
have
it to
this.
Chosen. Yeah.
Here's the
I mean,
hilt of it.
You're
Here's
able
the
to
hilt.
hand over the hilt easily.
Okay.
It doesn't smell cursed anymore.
So this suit of armor is just floating in space, right?
Yep.
I'm going to try and grab its arm and like drag it closer to us, like try to bring it out of the, you know.
It does exactly that. The little square that it's on floats over with you
Oh.
to the rest of the floor.
Is it still
I'm-
humongous? Still 12 feet tall.
This is still humongous.
It is not. It is back to normal size.
I'm sort of locking eyes with Seamus, going as I pull it over.
I'm not there. I'm
Yeah.
down the other
Oh, you're
corridor.
not there?
But I called
No, I'm down
Seamus
the other
back.
corridor. I
I
didn't
mean, I
answer
don't
you.
have legs. That won't fit me, but that's.
Oh.
You did. That's your armor.
Oh.
You did it. You uncursed it.
Well, look, I don't wear armor either. Like I don't use swords, so maybe. Okay, let's save it for Seamus.
Can I like drag this thing down the corridor, or like once it hits solid ground, is it like I'm stopping here?
Yeah,
No.
once it hits solid ground, it becomes like a suit of armor.
Does it like fall apart or is it stay together?
No, it's all like linked together and everything. So you could drag it. Yeah.
I'll help push. You drag. I'll push.
Oh wait, hold on.
Wait, if I can levitate myself, can I extend that to cover like a piece of armor that I'm holding?
Yep.
You know, those are a way better idea than tying it to possums.
I'll still push it. I don't know if that helps with levitation. I don't know if you need extra force.
That'll probably
Okay.
sure that'll help.
We'll
So
play.
like, I'm floating down
so
the corridor with
everyone-
a suit of armor and
Everyone brings the armor back to Seamus.
Actually, I was gonna say while all the chaos was going on, and I was down at the other end. Did I
Oh,
Did I
that's right.
think,
Yeah.
find
that's right.
anything? Yeah.
So you,
You
think
died.
Sword?
Yeah.
She was dead. Like,
You found all the traps.
they all just went off, but I'm okay. Like, did you ever see Lunk from that Cyanide and Happiness?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just keeps walking through it all and doesn't nothing hurts him. Yeah.
Seamus, you enter the final chamber in this ruinous area.
Shit.
It is a massive rectangle. On the east and west sides of the room, there are like circle platforms in which are growing various vegetation. Like there's some fruit trees, there's like some squash that's growing out of the soil. There's a few like smaller fire pits around the room. The center is raised up higher, and there's like a staircase, a wide staircase that leads up to the top of it, and then another staircase that leads down on the other side, which leads to the final gate in this particular ruins.
So
And
the
while
is that just vegetation, staircase up, staircase down.
Mhm.
Assuming is the gate in this room or it's either up or down.
So it is directly ahead of you. I don't know if you are looking at Roll20 at all, but I'll move your token.
I actually do. Have that. I don't know where I.
Um,
Oh, there's okay. That's all the people's.
so I moved you down to the edge of the corridor so you can kind of see what all's going on.
I think
Oh,
I think
wow.
you have us on a different map than the map you're on because I'm looking everywhere and I don't see my.
Yes,
We've
I.
got like a
I'm still
we've
on
got
the
like a snowy
Uno.
ruin.
Yep. Uno
yeah.
momento. I will change it. I forgot to do that.
Yeah.
There you go. Y'all could have said something 900 years ago.
I thought you.
Oh,
was-
yeah.
We didn't know.
The person that's running things.
Yeah, get that guy out of here.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm down here. Gates in front of me. This is it down here. Thing here. I'm assuming vegetation. Looking for the staircases. I don't see a staircase. I see like a thing that goes down towards the thing. Oh, okay.
That's
So
And then
one's
this.
up, one's down.
Yep.
Oh, so it's not like a big staircase. I can see it's just like boom, boom. I thought it was like a spiral staircase going up or down. Okay, so there's really nothing in this room but vegetation and the gate.
Yep.
Okay. So with that knowledge, I just turn around. Like, I'm assuming while the chaos is still going on, I'm turning around. I'm walking back to the center room. So what?
You see
happened?
a shiny new armor.
Yeah, as you get to the center room, you see everybody else come from the corridor bringing the armor with them.
Oh, okay. So I wasn't supposed to touch the armor, but you guys can drag the armor with you. Also, Celeste, how are you dragging the armor? How are you touching it?
So Celeste her feet are not on the floor. So normally she's 4'9". She's now 5'9" because she's floating a foot above the ground. With the armor like dragging along behind her.
Okay.
When we disintegrated the sword, something happened to the armor and made it so that it looks like it repels now instead of disintegrates. So yeah. If you want it, it's yours.
Happy birthday.
So surprisingly, the cursed sword turned out to not be so nice.
Yeah.
Oh, the sword with the crossbows or the cross swords at the bottom. Yes.
Yeah, who would have figured?
I wonder.
Adventure. I think you guys found cooler things than I did. There's just a bunch of like squash and vegetation. Actually, I think Celeste might be on that way. You can.
Dahlia's running.
And,
What?
and there's another gate down there, but I can't read the words on the gate.
Cool. I'll go read the thing if you.
Seamus is not
I'm just
greedy man.
watching Dahlia sprint across the room towards the fruit trees and shit.
Okay, so I'll just say it to anybody that's here. Seamus is not a greedy man. I don't have to be the one that takes this. I've made it this far without armor.
Oh my god.
I've only got one question.
Into the abyss.
Multiple ties for armor and has never been given it this whole time.
Happy birthday.
I honestly just have one question before you take it.
I'm sure.
When you turn into your wolf form or whatever you want to call that, would
What
the
happened?
armor become you in fur, or would it stay on? But then would you be stuck in that size? Like, would it? I really want to know.
You don't reappear naked, so I just thought your clothes transformed with you.
But can you imagine how badass it would be if he turned into?
If the
wolf
armor
with armor?
shape shifted,
Yeah.
I just go,
it does already do that. We know it does that.
It sounds like when you're watching What We Do in the Shadows, and the girl finally asks, like, well, where do my clothes go? When you turn into a bat. And they don't really ever answer it, so that's kind of what Seamus is doing right now. I was like, just don't worry about it.
I now have this headcanon that every time Seamus like puts the hood up and turns into a wolf, he goes, "Wolf!" and turns into a wolf.
I was going to ask Ray if he could start doing that instead of Hallie.
Yeah, I like that.
I absolutely
I like
love
that.
Matt Berry doing that.
You gotta like forward while you're doing it.
There is not a single show Matt Berry has done that hasn't been an amazing show. I've seen them all, and I absolutely love every single one of them. Yeah. So like, if that's the question, then the question is just unanswered because Seamus doesn't even know. It just kind of happens. It would be
Guess we'll
kind of
find
cool though
out.
if I shift and the armor shifts with Seamus and
should
like
try it.
is around the wolf. Well, I don't even have the armor on yet. While he's asking me the questions, though, I do pick up the armor and put it on. Even though it's like, before you put that on, I'm just like, whoosh.
Too late.
Tiny.
You put the armor on,
Uh-oh.
and it does like a Iron Man kind of sequence, like you were talking about before, where it like kind of starts adjusting itself and like adapting to your size and your contours. And then when the helmet comes around and covers your face and everything, think like Sauron, but 1,000 times cooler.
Okay.
Whoa.
Sweet. Guys, do I look cool? Do I look badass?
I mean,
Yeah.
Do we still see his beard?
yeah.
Oh, his
Yeah.
beard.
Hang out the bottom.
The beard hangs out the bottom.
Oh, I
Very
thought like the
important.
mask would or the helmet would transform like around the beard, so like,
It's beard shape.
like yeah, like it's part of the
Red-
armor's
red
protected
beard-shaped
by beard.
armor.
I will
That-
leave that up to you, Seamus. However you would like it.
Out of the helmet, it's sticking out of the helmet. It's not. That seems like it could get into a weird situation later on. So we'll just say that
Play with your beard.
Much.
Oh,
No.
I'm going to read the label on the Ara gate, by the way.
Did you guys see the TikTok going around where the dude like throws a knife with his ponytail?
Yes.
It's like that's what I would be doing. I would be running around with my beard in that armor, like smacking everybody with my beard.
What
That sounds good.
specific island of TikTok are you on to see that?
Apparently, we're not that far separated. If I saw it too.
Yeah,
I've seen
I did martial arts for a really long time, so I started liking some of the other martial arts stuff. So now I get that all the time. I also get the weird guy with the shield who's like trying to show how badass he is with the shield, and he's just like really just knocking down little bits of wood, and it doesn't
Oh
look
my gosh.
tough at all.
At the moment,
I
I
laugh
get
at that one.
90% Has-Been Hotel and 10% cat memes. That's my
No,
TikTok.
I don't know how this happened, but this is real. I got lumberjack ladies. I honestly,
damn.
Huh?
Yeah,
like,
Okay, well, I need to be on your
who's-
island. That
who's
sounds.
working at
I
it?
was
Like,
on
yeah,
that for a bit. Yeah.
like, but like now I get like these ladies who can cut bigger pieces of wood than I can, and I'm like,
That sounds amazing.
wow, that's actually pretty badass. And I just showed Megan. She now, her and her friend Hannah now, I exclusively look for those videos. I don't know if I should be worried, but yeah.
And
Anyway,
back to the game.
Okay,
Tofu,
so-
Commercial break over.
Dahlia, you head up the stairs and you can see the two ends of the room that I was talking about with like it's these circles with like loamy soil in it, and there's these giant like there's a banana tree growing out of one side, there's like squash and pumpkins, and there's like even grapes on one side. But as you get to the center of the lengthy raised platform part of things, you suddenly find yourself frozen. And I'm not just talking like frozen in time or anything like that. Like you can't move, but you feel icy cold. And you hear from like in your mind just this raspy like surrounding you.
Nice.
Surrounding you is a massive spirit made out of a cold, icy mist.
Can I talk? Can I?
You can talk, yes.
Hello?
We can't. hear you.
Welcome to your death.
My death? No, sir. I didn't sign up for this. Who are you?
And that's where we're going to end this episode. Thank you all very much for joining us this evening. This has been a wild ride from start to finish, from pre-roll to the end. This has
We
been
traveled so
absolutely
far.
insane. We really have, and yet not gone far enough at all. It's just been a circle, really.
He probably planned for us to finish that whole encounter.
Pop out.
And like,
But
that's
thank you for joining us, chat. Bravo on the chat rolls and the channel point spends. Well played, well done, loving everything. Join us next Sunday as a few members of this crew here. We've with Juniper and Tofu as they enter the continuing story of the Wild Sea, a post-apocalyptic world where the forest has taken over everything.
And somebody has a mushroom. I figured it was you. Somebody
Yep,
had a mushroom hat. I was gonna say.
Juniper plays essentially a mycenoid. It's a
Oh, okay.
it's like a humanoid mushroom named Kanoko.
Character.
Lots of fun. Dahlia plays a rather lively cacti who's just looking for love.
about right.
So join us next Sunday for that. It's going to be a great time. Make sure to check us out on social so that you can keep up with our awesome postings of, crazy cliffhangers and Tofu's amazing clipping ability throughout the show of the highlights and funny moments. So again, thank you to these players. Thank you to the chat. We love you very much, and we will see you next game. Bye, everybody.
Bye.